What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to my latest FIFA 19 video. So in this video guys, I'm going to be completing one of my first Europa League Road to the Final SBCs. I think they call the cards. I think it's Road to the Final. I want to say Road to Glory, but I would say it's Road to the Final. There's a few different options. You've got Milinkovic-Savic, which has been out for a little while now. It's only got like 1 day, 5 hours remaining. There's MARCOS Alonso, which has got 3 days left. There's also Henrik Mkhitaryan, which is the most expensive one of the lot, which has still got 4 days to go. They released that one a little bit later than the others. Obviously, there's the Jonathan Tah. I still need to get that done. I don't think I'm going to do a video on that one because it is mainly just kind of game-based. I know there is like a little squad you got to do on there, but in general, that's not going to be overly difficult, so I don't think I'm going to do a video for that one. Now, obviously, by the name of the video, which is why you probably came here to watch it, you will know that I am going to be doing MARCOS Alonso in this video. Now, I'm not sure if I will do Milinkovic-Savic or Mkhitaryan at all over the course of the next few days, or just purely because I'm not sure that I have the coins to really like justify it. Like, if I had like a spare mil, then you know what, I probably would do them just to say that I've done them, and it'd be quite nice to have the cards and like track their team's progress in the Europa League over the season. But I think for me, because I wanted to get at least one of them done, the most kind of like the best one really for me to do would be Alonso. Now, I'll get into kind of like reasons why I think he's worth doing in a sec. First of all, I'll go through the first squad. So you have to do like a Chelsea squad and a Spain squad. So this is the team which I've got for the Chelsea one. So you need at least 2 informs in the team, like Team of the Week players. You need at least 2 Chelsea players as well, at least 5 Premier League players, but it needs to be an 84 rated team and also have at least 80 chemistry. Now, obviously straight away, because you need at least an 84 rated team, you know it's going to be fairly expensive, and obviously 2 informs as well is going to bump the price up a bit, regardless of kind of what you've got in your club, really. I mean, I can't imagine a lot of people have like a lot of spare informs. Usually I tend to just sell them really whenever I get them. So the team which I've gone for, it's pretty much a full Prem team. There's a few players in there which aren't maybe just for like chemistry really. It's pretty much, it's just the 2 informs that aren't Premier League. Now for me, the 2 which I end up going for are like Andre Almeida. I paid like 14.5k for him, and also Alonso, which was like 16k. They're 2 like the cheaper ones on the market right now, and I wouldn't recommend going for like a Premier League inform, just because they're the ones that would obviously go straight up in price, because people think, well, you know what, if you get 2 Premier League informs, then straight away you're ticking off like a huge amount of the requirements there in one go. So that's why they're obviously going to be a little bit more expensive than just like an inform from a random league. And because you only need like 80 chemistry, you can get away with going with like people from random leagues. So you can see like Alonso's literally got no links at all. Andre Almeida does get a perfect link to Pizzi, who is an 83, which I bought for 3,000 coins. I had to buy him. Originally, I wanted to just go like full Prem and literally just put the 2 random informs in, but it didn't quite hit the chemistry because purely because like a couple of my other players are sort of like out of position. I didn't have enough green links with the Premier League players. So you can see like Company's obviously get there at left back. I've got like Alisson left wing, so yeah, that's kind of the reason for that. So the perfect link between Pizzi and Andre Almeida works pretty nicely. Gets up to like 81 chemistry and 84 rated. And I realised that I've put my face in the way again, haven't I? Let me just move that for you. I don't think I'll ever learn about that. That's one of those things, like, I'm just going to keep doing that. Putting it in front of the rating and the chemistry. Obstructing your guys' views. I'm so inconsiderate. I apologise. There's Bernardo Silva, right wing as well. Now, because that works quite nicely because he's Portuguese. So, you know, he's going to link with Pizzi. It's only a soft link, but it's pretty decent there. Centre-backs are Laporte and Socrates. So we've got Leno in goal. It's not going to be too expensive. And my 2 Chelsea players, guys, are Jorginho, who's an 84, and Kovacic, who's an 83. Now, I'll go through which players I had in my club so you can kind of get a bit more of an idea as to why I've actually like just thrown certain players in. Because obviously I kind of tried to build it around the players which I already had, and then just, you know, put in and bought players I had to. If this was going to be like a full paid for squad, I don't think it would look anything like that. It'd probably look a bit more, you know, a bit more regular, I suppose. I'd actually maybe have like a left back at left back, and I'd actually have a left wing at left wing, things like that. It wouldn't look as kind of like gobbledygook as it does, but yeah, we'll go through it. So Leno was first owner. Andre Almeida was 14.5k as we saw. Socrates first owner. Laporte's first owner. Company was pretty much 12k. Had to buy him. Pizzi was 3k, Jorginho's first owner, Kovacic's first owner, Bernardo Silva's first owner, Alonso was 16k, and Alisson was 9.1k. So what we're looking at for this in total, guys, I mean, so 14.5k, let's say up to like 26.5k, 29.5k, 45.5k. So we're going about 54k for that first squad. Now, that's not too bad. I've seen a lot of estimations for it. They estimate it to about 70, 75k. So to pick that up for like 54, 55k isn't too shabby at all. And you do get a 100k pack for doing this singular part of the SBC. So that's a very nice pack that, you never know, we could make some money back out of that. I'd be pretty hopeful that we could get something decent there. So I'm pretty excited for that pack, as well as obviously getting Alonso. EA are going to do their classic thing again. Well, they want me to go and open the pack now, but I'm not going to do it because I want to show you guys the Spanish squad. But just before I jump into the Spanish squad, guys, whilst we're waiting for this load, I suppose I should go through why I think this is actually worth doing. Now, obviously, you know, Alonso, it's a decent card anyway. Like, you look at it like face stats, it's not too bad. The only thing that kind of lets him down is his pace. He's not like a rapid fullback, but for me personally this year, like, pace doesn't seem to be like a huge thing for fullbacks as long as they're quite strong. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want somebody with like 60 pace, something like that. But, you know, I use Inform Meunier at right back a lot in my Foot Champs team, and he's phenomenal. He's like my favourite right back this year. Even like base card Meunier has been really good, but obviously the Inform just takes it to another level. But yeah, like fullbacks like that, in like built that kind of mould, are actually really good. And I feel like Alonso would be very similar to Meunier, just on the other side. And you know, there's a lot of scope for improvement with him, because Chelsea have a pretty high chance of, you know, probably winning the Europa League, going the whole way, if we're honest. You know, every round that they get through is going to go up. I'm pretty sure they're like qualified already. I know they've won like 4 out of 4 games, so I would have thought, I don't really know like the rest of the situation in their group, but I'm pretty certain they must be qualified now, which means that he's guaranteed to go up at least 1 more overall, and his, you know, stats will go up. And EA said that the way that they boost the stats on the card each time they go up is they do it as it's like an inform. So you would expect this pace to probably go up like a, you know, like 1, 2, maybe even 3 overalls just in the first upgrade. Now, as we're saying, there's a pretty high chance that he's going to go up even more. So you'd expect this pace to keep flying up. Now, if we look at his card, so 75 pace. So for me, I'm looking at that thinking, well, even if Chelsea had an absolute disaster and they went out in one of the early rounds, chances are he's probably going to go up to maybe like an 85, 86 overall. Like 85 is going to be guaranteed because we're getting out of the group. So probably like at least an 86. His pace should go up to like at least maybe like 79, 80. Like I've got Meunier, who's got, I think, got 80 pace. So, you know, that's really good. He's got really good shooting, and I think a lot of that is including sort of like free kicks and stuff like that. So that's quite a nice thing to have in your team. You know, it's quite a good option to have a really good free kick taker. And you look at the rest of his stats, phenomenal, like well-rounded stats. In fact, we probably look at his in-game stats here actually, guys, which get us even better kind of reflection. Acceleration's not that great, but sprint speed's okay. So that's, you know, decent to go good sprint speed. The shooting stats for a left back are actually okay, mainly kind of like shot power. Passing stats are good. 88 curve, which is pretty useful in this game. You can see there, 89 free kick accuracy, good like passing stats in general. Dribbling's okay for a fullback. His defending stats are really good. He has really good stamina as well. Like, stamina is so important on this game. Like, I just can't stress how key it is. Like, I love having, like, Telles and Meunier both have really good stamina, so it just helps them out so much. It's so useful. So 91 stamina there. What's his strength? 77. It's not too bad. He's quite a big boy. I think you'll see like 6'2". High work rates. So he looks like he's going to be phenomenal. He definitely looks like he's going to be worth doing. And if you guys have got some players in your club already, then for sure, I would definitely sort of like have a look at trying to get them in and get this done, because, you know, don't get me wrong, if you've got to pay for it all straight off the bat, it's probably going to cost you about 150k. It's about 75k per squad. So it may not be completely worth it to you if you were to do it from scratch. But if you've got players already, then yeah, it's definitely going to be worth your time. Also, I think a thing to kind of like take into consideration with cards like this is like, you know, obviously you sometimes have to pay like a fairly hefty amount for it like at first, but with a card like this, when it's got scope to improve that much, if you consider how much this card would like potentially be worth if it was like tradable on the transfer market. Now, right now, it probably be like 100k, something like that. But if it did get to like 91, 92 overall, something like that, with like 80 plus in every stat, like very much like kind of like a Hullet Gang card, that's the sort of thing that would literally sell for like 300, 400k, maybe even more on the market. And that's what you got to kind of like consider, is that the amount of coins you're going to put in right now for a card like that, if it, the value that it would actually be in that later stage of the game, even though it is untradeable, suddenly it becomes a little bit more worth it. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of my reason behind it. I mean, you guys might have other reasons as to why or why not, as in wanting to do it. But yeah, that's what I kind of like let you know. But obviously we got one last squad to do, which is the one that's called Spain. Now, you don't necessarily need like a whole Spanish squad. You need 5 Spanish players. You do need 3 rare Champions League cards though, and you're only allowed a maximum of 3 leagues, which makes it a little bit more difficult. It means you have to be quite kind of specific what you do. Again, you need an 84 rated team, and this time you need 85 chemistry instead of 80. So a little bit more chemistry, but to be honest, it doesn't really make it too much more difficult. Now, in terms of like certain players or like where you're going to get your links and things like that, I can't really say for definite. It will literally be like everybody will be in their own kind of like personal situation, because you just have to kind of go through your club and look at what Champions League cards you've got and then try and build around that. Now, if you don't have any high rated Champions League cards, then you're just going to have to build from scratch and just kind of try and find like the cheapest ones that you can. You don't necessarily have to make them Spanish. You could just go for Spanish players in like other areas of the team. Like I've only got one of my Champions League cards is Spanish, so yeah, there isn't really like kind of one set way to do it. But I'll show you what I did anyway, guys. So my Champions League cards are all untradeable, so I've got absolutely no problems with putting them in. Now I have Bauman in goal, who's an 84, which is not too bad, obviously first owner there, and Sula, which is an 85. I just thought I'd link him up, it's a good link. I ended up buying Lars Bender at right back. Now he's only an 82 for an 84 rated squad, but I have a couple of like 84s and 85s, so not too bad. He cost me like 3,400 coins. Raul Albiol is untradeable. Untradeable. His first owner is what I meant to say, really. But 84. That's one of the Spanish players, which obviously helps to contribute to that. The other Champions League card is Grimaldo, who's an 82. Obviously, again, first owner, untradeable. So like both fullbacks are only 82s, but you can see I've got like Sula and Dzeko and Khedira, who are both all 85s. So that makes it a lot easier to kind of like just give you that little bit of leeway in terms of rating. Obviously, like I just mentioned, Khedira, I did actually buy him for like 11k. He's really good. He just literally like knits the whole team together. He links everything. So obviously being Serie A, links all those, and because he's German, he gets that link to Bender, so that works quite nicely. Fabian is another player. Now he's a first owner one. To be honest, I wouldn't like, if I was planning thinking like, only 81 overall, you wouldn't even consider putting him in. But I only try to force him in just because he gets that perfect link to Raul Albiol, so hey, helps with the chemistry. And in the end, I could just about get him in, even though he's an 81. There's De Rossi as well, who costs like 2.2k, so dirt cheap, really easy card to get your hands on. Samuel Castillejo, who is a first owner player. So yeah, another Spanish card. Obviously mentioned Dzeko already, 85 rated, helps to boost the rating there. He gets a decent link to De Rossi as well, which is quite nice. And then the final player, I got to the point where I literally just had like left wing to fill in. So really it didn't matter, but I did need one more Spanish player in the team. So I just basically went through, and it had to be, because you only had a maximum of 3 leagues. Obviously I already had Serie A, Bundesliga and Portuguese league from Grimaldo. So it just had to be a Spanish player that played in one of those leagues that was of a high enough rating to make sure we got the rating in the team. And Javi Martinez kind of fit the bill perfectly, really. 5.7k. He's obviously a CDM player at left wing. Very much would not put him in there for a proper game, but it definitely gets it done. Now, in terms of like how much this squad will cost together, so what we're looking at, like probably 3.5k there. All these first owner, so you take that up to probably, let's say about 15k there. That's 17. What's that add up to? Like 26, maybe nearly 27. We'll say like 32, 33. So yeah, probably about 32, 33k actually, that particular squad for me. And obviously the other one cost me like 54. So, you're looking at about 90k tops this has cost me, which is not too bad considering we're going to get a mega pack for this individual squad. So we're going to get a mega pack, a 100k pack, and we get Marcos Alonso, who's, you know, I mean, just Marcos Alonso on his own for like 90k would be pretty decent. I mean, I wouldn't be against paying that on the market. Very good card. Like, look at him, and obviously, like I was saying about the room for improvement. So here he is. He's going to pop out. Hope he does something, a cool animation or something. I don't know. I've not actually seen anybody open this before, so I've no idea what happens. He's just going to walk out. He's touching the Liverpool badge. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Okay, so he doesn't really do a lot. Fair enough. I guess it's not because it's like, with like the Scream cards and things like that, they used to like come out, didn't they? Like Schweinsteiger would come out like creeping around like a zombie. But that's all we get really from Alonso. But you know what? I don't really care. He's there to do some bits on the pitch, not on the walkout podium. We don't care too much about that. But yeah, very, very good card. I'm very happy to get that. And all that's left to do now, guys, is to open up these 2 packs. And this is where we're saying that it costs about 90k. You never know. We could get like a 90k player, and we could have done that Marcos Alonso for free. So hopefully we can get a little bit of luck in that case. But you know, we won't get our hopes up with this, but you never know. Once a year will let us into this store. They're doing the classic where they just, you know, what's the password? Well, the password is give me my packs. Absolute joke. It's got to nearly be there. There we go. The store's not available this time. Please try again later. And I'll try again. And I will try again. There we go. Right, yeah, so Jumbo Rare Players Pack and Mega Pack. Of course, we're going to do the Mega Pack first. If we can get 1 walkout out of all this, this would be phenomenal. There is no walkout there. But there is a board, which is okay. Spanish right mid. It's going to be Juan Mata, which is okay, I guess. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already got him, actually. So that's going to be a duplicate. If it's going to be anything else in there of any kind of value, maybe. No, some very poor players there. Any duplicates? We have got Vogt. We didn't even get any score fitness cards, which is tragic. Anything else down here? Oh, we got Jurgen Klopp. Happy days. He's worth a bit. He sells for like 2 or 3k. Anfield might sell as well, actually. That's pretty nice. So we'll throw all of that into the transfer list for now. And then, guys, we have got a 100k pack. Now, we just got a few Liverpool things there, so maybe that means we're going to get like Inform Andy Robertson or something like that. Or maybe like a Fabinho or even a Mo Salah. Let's get something big. Something big and valuable from Liverpool. We'll take like a Salah, Firmino, Mane, Fabinho. We'll take Van Dijk, something like that. We'll take any of them. Come on. Well, I think it's my first 100k pack of the year. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's not a walkout. What a disgrace. It is a board. It's Dutch. Oh, shit. I thought it was going to be Van Dijk. It's De Vrij. Oh, that's disappointing. Because I don't think Van Dijk would be a walkout, would he? Because he's an 85. So I think Van Dijk would literally just be like just a standard board. So that could have been them. But yeah, we got Stefan De Vrij. Oh my god. I mean, I'm hoping there's some decent duplicates. Wow. I mean, that's not a great 100k pack, is it really? We got Jonathan Tah. What's his first name? Is it Anthony? Yeah, Anthony Lopez. And like Stefan De Vrij. And then literally like 82s. 82s and lower. I mean, that is abysmal. Look at all these players that are duplicates as well. We're just going to list these up. Like, these are literally players that I probably should just discard them. Nobody actually wants those. Like, nobody's going to do anything with them. They've got no value on the market at all. That is tragic. So we'll keep those little club fillers. But that's it really, guys. I mean, that is kind of all I can really say for that video. We've got Marcos Alonso. If you guys want to get that done, if you think that it is value for money, I mean, I certainly do. It doesn't really cost that much. Then go ahead and get it done. You've got about 3 days left to go from the time of recording. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, if you did, then feel free to leave a like, comment to let me know what you think, comment to let me know if you do think it's value for money, and let me know what you pack in the 100k pack, or even the mega pack if you might get a little bit lucky like that. I mean, I certainly didn't. Yeah, if you want to be like keeping up to date with all my latest FUT19 content, then you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But that is it from me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.